Want them to take me for a fool. So they looked at that verse, looked at that passage carefully and got a revelation. Said, did you notice that Jesus said if they slap you on the right cheek, you should turn the left one? But if the person slaps you on the left one, Jesus didn't say what to do. So with that, you have license. Whack the person's face back in Jesus' name. Mm-hmm. That is not what he meant. What he meant was, when the person slaps the right one and you refuse to slap back, you automatically established you're on a different level from the person. If the person has any sense of shame, the person shouldn't slap the second one. If the person does, the person is doubly foolish. And the gap between you widens. Yeah. The gap between you widens. Exercise your power. Don't live as a reaction. So I say this, as a Christian, if you keep living your life as a reaction, like that, you don't seize control and use that responsibility, Satan will script your day. He will write your to-do list for the day. After you have prayed, done your quiet time, and bound the devil and ground him to powder, and you step out in your car in Lagos. You stop because it's red light. Then from behind you, you hear, ah! You hear the horn. Papa, 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 pa. And you're wondering, what do you want me to do? The light is red. The person says you're a foolish person. Don't you know this is Lagos? You are waiting at a red light. Lord Jaw. And maybe the person eventually is able to catch up with you in traffic later, and the person said, wait. If you want to sleep, go and sleep at home. Sleeping behind the stair. I've been in Lagos a few years, right? I've had everything. One person was saying, that's why they take the cars from you. That's why they snatch your cars. So when they insult you like that, what do you feel like doing? Waka. It takes Holy Ghost to live in this city, I'm telling you. So that's why you tell yourself, if not for born again, if not, show you Pepe. This is the point. If you react, I just want you to know that in the realm of the spirit, some people will be dancing. Satan will be dancing. The demons will be dancing. Hey! Fire brother. Fire brother. See you after all the prayer. So since they know that you'll be reacting like that, that's how they will instigate someone in your office, instigate someone on the road, instigate somebody somewhere, all through the course of the day. And then you will find out you are not running heaven's agenda, you are running Satan's script. Let me ask you, so how are you responding to Nigeria's challenges? That's the point, actually, right? So yes, it is whatever it is. The big question is, how are we responding? Because I said, doing that humanity part, doing our own part, experiencing miracles, transformation, depends a lot on that, exercising that responsibility or response ability. I was on Channels TV on an interview yesterday morning, and I was describing how challenging the Nigerian environment can be. I said some years back, I saw this news item, 4 former chiefs of air staff. That's the highest position, right, in the Nigerian Air Force. 4 former chiefs of air staff, 4 consecutively were in court, being prosecuted by the EFCC for corruption. And it was the same offense. The federal government allocates money to the Air Force. The moment he arrives, they take a big chunk out for the chief of air staff, right? And they take it to Malam, convert it to dollars, and then take it to the house of the boss. So I then thought to myself, they're not mad. 4 consecutively. It's a systemic problem. And you can, honestly, you can just assume that in almost all agencies of government it's the same, right? And then when they pass it down to the people in charge of the states, they remove their own, pass the rest down, and then by the time it gets to the operations, there's nothing, right? I then ask the question, but wait, it's easy to criticize. How much are their salaries? Can those salaries pay children's school fees? If you have 3 or 4 kids, 3 or 4 children in university at the same time, can the salary pay the school fees? Can it build a house? How can someone rise to the zenith of their career and not own a house, and not be able to own a house legitimately? So I said, this environment conditions us to fight for survival from when we are born. And we fight and fight and fight, even till we're successful. And we have to keep fighting for survival because there's no safety net. You could leave positions like that and in 2 months be flat broke. Right? So and I said, I have a friend in the UK, a medical doctor and pastor, who said to me several years back, you know, I'm not even bothered about what could happen to my children if God was to take me home today. He said, you know why? He said the education there in the UK is world class and it is free up till they finish their A-level. And he said there are student loans available for them to take, and then they pay small amounts of money after they get a job. And the probability of getting a job is high after they graduate. He said in the event they don't even get a job, the UK government pays every citizen that is unemployed a stipend every week so that they can eat. And some of them, they even give free houses to live in. So he said, why should I be desperate then to steal or take any money that does not belong to me? Now, in Nigeria, there's no safety net like that. So not only are you taking care of today, you're also trying to take care of tomorrow. Right?